unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. He's got daylight. 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
Watch the run.
Protein spill.
50. Check 50. Switch.
Hey, lock it. Look at me. Go.
Check. Lock you.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 83 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 22, Rodgers is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rodgers now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
49, check 49, check 49.
Go on, go on. Get it.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by
things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right.
Now it's Mixon running right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Back north.
Slam. Kill.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Swing.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nowak. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, team. Big serious right here. We got to step it up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Inside.
Switch it. Come on.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Check. Hey, watch it.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Leo. Hey, lock it. Defense.
Looking to throw. Nowak. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hard.
To throw again. Nowak. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, seam six.
So don't say nothing.
Under 10. 10.
You're out.
Tighten up.
Shoot.
To throw on third down. Nowak. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Watch the safety. Hey, black.
Hey, check 20.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Anderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
You got 58.
Check 9.
Check 31. Tight dog.
On second down, Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Rodgers. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
30.
He's going. We got double up.
Yeah,
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting to 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. This is Mixon. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They come out here in the eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check 50. Check 50.
Get 300. Get 300. Switch.
Here's a run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Over here.
54.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Bullock good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 37. Check 37.
Go.
Throwing again. Nowak. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
X3. 218. Chopper. Spot. Hey, box truck.
Operating from the gun. Nowak. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey.
Like 50.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill.
Back to throw. Nowak going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a better game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
319.
Check, 43. So we got man.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
General West.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Check 99, check 99. Mike 50, Mike 50. Army.
Yes, yes. Look at me. Door. Steve Griffin.
2nd and 4. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Man.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hard.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Nowak. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense. Right? If you know, right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Boyd. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's 2nd and 8. Escapes the set. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get it the 7-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Throwing is Rodgers, and it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, exit.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hey, lock it. Now.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. James has got it, complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bravo.
Bang, bang. Check,
Protein spill. Be grip.
10th carry now for Elliott. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
He's coming, double up. No. Off. Kill. Shoot.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Two-jet bomber. Stand. Hey. High 7.
'50's the money. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Switch.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. Byron Jones on the coverage.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Set up, 30 base.
36. Bring it. Bring it.
And ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Dallas, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hip is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes.